Hi friends, this is Chris with Josephine's Design. It is Monday. I did not get to come back and video Sunday. My husband actually watched the Super Bowl, not the whole thing, but for the first time in years. We are, like I've said before, we're not really football fans, just for a variety of reasons, and probably for me because I got to see football every waking moment of the day, whether it was in season or not, as a child. So, hey, look, I live in Texas. People like football. I'm not going to ever say you shouldn't. I'm just saying we don't always. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the game. Kind of a wipeout, made me think of that. What was that show? I think it was called Wipeout. Anyways, yeah, no, and thank goodness the team my husband wanted to see win, they won, so it worked out fine. I grew up a Cowboys fan, being here in Texas, and we weren't just Cowboys fan, we were big time Cowboys fans. So, and I'm from the era of Roger Staubach and Tom Landry, the whole group. So, anyways, but kind of just one of those things when you grow up here in Texas at that particular time. Please excuse over here. I'm printing lots of different things. So, hang with me. All right, so I'm going to come back. I did the video on how to set this up, or how I set it up. I gave you a review of pens. It was almost like a full meal deal series of videos yesterday. So if you are in any way interested in information about Hobonichi, please feel free to go back and watch that video. There was one thing I thought about last night, and I absolutely adore these. Matter of fact, I'm ordering more for my children's Easter baskets. I found 3 pens I didn't try, so I thought we'd try those today. But one of the things I was going to say is I forgot to talk about the paper. So the paper with Hobonichi it's a very special paper, and doggone it, I meant to write it down, and it's a typical Monday morning, tons of stuff going on here. Um, it's it's not Tomoe River. I cannot hopefully it'll come to me. If not, I'll list it below. It's a special type of paper. It is meant to be to absorb, and so absorb, but not necessarily bleed through. It is a very old paper technology. So, and because this is from Japan, that does not surprise me. But okay, so this is a precision ink. It was in my stash. I don't even know where I got this from. I'm sorry. Oh, and it was Staples. Staples is where I got the Cynthia Rowley. I'm going to write just Staples here, even though it's not the same pen. And this is a precision ink. I literally do not know where I got this pen. It was just in my stash. So let's see if this one works really well. I'm trying to see if it says what size nib or, tip. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I don't know where that came from, but it works, so I'll throw it in my pen case. Hold on, my pen bag. So, but anyways, this paper is just an old technology. Of course, it was developed, I would assume, in Japan, since this is a Japanese planner. This is I want to say Stadler, I may be wrong. Stabilo. And it is Pen 68. I wonder who makes Stabilo. From Germany. Maybe that's why I was thinking it was Stadler. But anyways, I don't feel like this is gonna, it seems like this would go through. And this I ordered from probably Amazon. Not 100% sure, but I think it came from Amazon. Either that or it came in a kit. But more than likely, well, doggone it. Oh, it doesn't bleed through. I may have finally found a use for that pen. I don't like how thick the nib is on it, or the tip of it is, but, hey, if I can find a reason to use it. This is a calligraphy. It is a double header. It is by Itoya, and it is acid-free ink. So, let's see what this is. And this is a Itoya. I'm not you. There we go. Gotta turn it right. And then that was the thin, and then this is the thick. I have no idea where I got this from. And it's black. So let's see what it did. It's probably going to show through. I don't see how that one couldn't. It is not bad at all. There's a little bit of ghosting, but that will work. So that will go in there too. So it was a lot of fun with being with you guys yesterday. And it was a lot of fun talking about all the different things. And I hope you guys found things in... Sorry, guys. It just keeps bumping. I apologize. I hope you found something in that video that encourages or inspires you. Whether you have a hobonichi or not. If somebody offers you one, try it. It can't hurt. I mean, I literally looked at today, maybe once this cover comes in, I may move everything and let this be my wallet. I've loved the size of this and the thinness of this. The other one's thicker, and I love it. It's so beautiful, but it's just, kind of thing. So we'll see. We'll see. Now, I wanted to look at, okay, so for this month, we're here, February, and I'm trying to remember what I did with all my bookmarks. They may still be packed up, and I may need to pull them out. So that's okay. We'll just look at this for right now. Let me see, what's this one? Whoops, I'm knocking everything over, but, that's typical, right? Nope, I thought that was a bookmark. All right, so kind of one of those things. It is definitely a Monday. Do you guys ever feel like, oh my gosh, it's Monday? That's how I feel some days. I just feel like, wow, is it Monday? And today it just felt like that. I am not going to lie. So I'm trying to decide how I want to decorate this. I don't really want to give up any of this real estate. I don't know that I want to do much on this. I might just come back and put some decorative, but we'll see. I do have these little washies. I could do one across. That would be cute. I think if I'm going to do it, I think I'll do the red. Hold on. And of course, I just put lotion on like a silly goose. So let's see if it will. And it looks like I've got it. There we go. I was going to say, I think I've got it caught, but that's okay. Anyways, so this kit, like all my others, are from DEK. DEKdesigns.com. It's listed below with a discount code. So help yourself. Please, please, please. And let me know if you get a kit. Let me know which one you get, and then send me a picture of how you use it, because I would love to see your work and what you're doing in your planner. It's so encouraging for us in this that we encourage each other on, and I just really believe that. I think right now that's all I'm going to do. I have not used the monthly yet. I may come back and put a little bit of decorative. I'm not sure yet. Actually, I can do some of these. So, okay, I think, let's see. Nope, those do not fit. So that was not a good idea. I'm just trying to figure out what and how I want to use this planner. That does not fit. I knew it didn't when I pulled it out. I don't know why I did that, but oh, I bet these fit. So let me see what this looks like. All right, here. So I'm going to do this on the 15th. That is our anniversary. Yay. And maybe I'll just kind of go down here and put some of these checklists. And I know that probably seems kind of like, why would you do that? But that gives me Monday to kind of like plan out the week, Did I do my 3 planners? That kind of a deal. So, yeah. There we go. All right, I am super excited. I've gotten to order something very nice for planning, and I cannot wait to share it with you guys. So, and it will come in hopefully in the next week or 2. So, okay, here's our week. Sorry, I had to think, what week are we on? What day are we on? Okay, one of the things I did see was somebody did all of their temperatures over here, and I think that's something I want to do. Yeah. And then I'll have places still to journal and all that kind of good stuff. So I kind of think there's lots of options. How about you? So here we go. Alrighty. Now, one thing I do love the grid, but because there is a grid, I can actually go over a little bit, and I kind of like that. I know. It's just, it's a personal thing. You can do whatever you want. So I can see right here and line it up, and I am totally happy with that. But, so did you guys do anything special this weekend besides the Super Bowl? Did y'all do anything special? And if you did watch the Super Bowl, did you make any special, like, food? So for us, we have at our local grocery store, they sell this incredibly good sourdough flatbread. And I buy two per meal, and that feeds all of us because my husband basically eats one by himself. My daughter and I can split one. And then I make pizza out of it. And it is amazing pizza. It is not, oh yeah, that's good. It is like, in the words of my daughter, it doesn't really like officially count as pizza because, and it, she thinks of it as something different. To me, it's like, no, this is artisan pizza. This is what it should have been. It should always be, etc. And my husband and I, we love it. We eat sourdough because it's better for you. It's fermented bread, but we just top it with veggies. And last night I used feta. Wait, hold on, I used feta, cheddar, and Parmesan. Usually I like to really use goat cheese, but I didn't have any, or any that was like crumbly. I had the soft kind, and I was just like, no, I'm not using that. But anyways, and then peppers and onions, and one of them, I think last night, was a garlic flavored one, and one was a tomato herb spiced, and like sun-dried tomatoes and herbs, and oh my goodness, it is crazy good. And then I just toast them, and I don't toast them to be toasted. My daughter did one last week, and I was like, no, 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 no. No, we cannot. Number one, my husband has had all these issues with two of his teeth, so I like to make everything soft. And to be honest, this bread is so good. You don't want to detract from the flavor, and it's amazing. It's really amazing. And I don't ever put a red sauce because then it'll kind of mask the bread flavor, and we all like the bread. And sometimes I'll put mushrooms and sometimes pesto, and I really prefer shredded parm. We didn't have any last night, and I was running in and running out and wanting it to be the fastest meal ever. So I just grabbed the grated parm. And I'm really not a huge grated fan, but unless it's freshly grated, then of course, of course. But I read this article today. I'd be vegan if I could have cheese, and they were trying to, sell their, you know, how to make vegan cheese. And for those of you who are vegan out there, I applaud you. I am a cheese snob. I am going to admit it. I'm going to tell you right now, I am a stinking cheese snob. I grew up with my neighbors whose family started Hickory Farms. I believe it was the grandparents. Anyways, yeah, no, there is no hiding the real cheese from me. And so, and honestly, I'd rather not eat and just have a good piece of cheese, a really nice piece of sourdough, and then a plate full of veggies and fruit. I mean, that is my all-time favorite meal. To me, fruit, cheese, and bread is amazing, and it is a win-win all the way around. So anyways, but I really do applaud anybody who can give up cheese. I really don't know how you do it. It's kind of like asking somebody to give up chocolate. I don't know how you do that either. So anyways, but so last night was so good. And then what do we have for dessert? Oh, my husband and daughter love ice cream. And once a month, I'll let myself have, literally, it's like, it's in a T90 bowl. My daughter takes it up, and it is literally about 2 tablespoons of ice cream. Literally. Literally. Just 2 little things of ice cream. And it's this brand. Where do I get it? Do I get it at the grocery store or Walmart? I can't remember. But I honestly get it for the buckets, because it comes in these plastic buckets, and I use them in all my crafting. And they love this ice cream. It tastes insane. I think it's Blue Ribbon. Never dreamt in a million years it would be that good. And I think this comes from the grocery store. Um, Crazy, crazy good. And I honestly think the way they make this ice cream good is they have to put a little bit of salt in it. That's the only flavor I think I'm tasting that makes it like the sweet salt thing. So, anyways, but oh my gosh, it's so stinking good. And I grew up, making the once every so many months up to Central Texas to get, Bluebell ice cream run. And anybody who's had Bluebell knows Bluebell's fantastic. I'm not just saying that, I'm being honest. And, anyways, long story short, stinking good. Not gonna sugarcoat it. Absolutely amazing. And yeah, it's so good. But anyways, but this ice cream is super affordable. It kind of comes bulk, which makes my husband happy. He's a guy who sits down not with a bowl, but with a trough of ice cream. And yeah, and then he has cookies with it. And he doesn't have one kind of cookies, he has two. And he's lost a lot of weight lately, and he's never been heavy, heavy, heavy. He's always been just, if anything, he gained a few pounds, and that was it. And so he's always been thin, and so he can do it. I mean, if it affects his cholesterol or anything like that, then of course we can't, But as of, and he does have, genetic predisposition for all that, but he also has genetic predisposition to not have that as well. So it's kind of he kind of hopefully balances himself out. But anyways, but he sat there with a big old bowl and a big grin on his face, and he was totally happy, and that was totally fine with us. And and then his favorite thing is to watch how it's made, and invariably it puts him to sleep. So it's totally fine. Um, and then I stayed up and worked on a bunch of different things last night, and getting some things ready for anniversary, getting some things ready, business wise, etc. So I went to sleep. Had to be after 2:30, and our birds woke us up early, little stinkers, and all that good stuff. But it was a good day. It was time to get started. And so one of the things just dawned on me I needed to share with you guys. Um, I've way overloaded my schedule. With there's two private classes, an area class, and then the daily, and then we have the love Bible, and then or the love and its Bible journal class. I've recognized I have burned the candle at every end, and by Friday I was wiped. I can't go into it. We just came off a really rough month personally, one of the worst months in our probably marriage. And it was a culmination of many, many months of things that were, being struggled with. And you love your family. When you see people go through a difficult time, what do? We stop and we help. And everything's fine. We're good. I don't want anybody to worry. But I also recognized in my own life, I can't keep this pace up. By the time Friday came, I was completely, utterly, totally wiped. I mean, wiped. Did not know how I was going to get anything done. So this weekend, I spent Saturday, praying through, thinking through, working on some different projects, and recognizing I'd hit the wall, and I just can't keep this pace up. I had originally said I would only do Monday through Friday, ages ago, but I thought for this class, I really needed the 14 days straight. I can't do it. I can't prep everything, write everything, print everything. I have yet to get Etsy up. And I'm waiting. I got a blanket today because I realized I didn't have anything that I wanted to take pictures with. So, what I'm going to do for Love Bible Journal. So this is just a Bible journal on love. I'm going to do 5 days and 5 days. If anybody would like the additional 4 days of material I wrote, I will gladly email you the verses. Um, I think that's pretty much all you're going to need anyways. And then, and if you want, you can email me back and say, what were you thinking with this verse and why did you choose this verse? I'll be glad to share that. Because I've written everything. But I just knew, I have our anniversary coming up. We have taken on major, major projects here on the property. I do mean major. These are huge projects. Just the spray painting of right now has been huge. And I've recognized that, we are burning our candle at both ends. And that means not the royal we, my family and I. And then there's fallout from such a difficult time. So I just want to say I apologize. I'm really trying to find balance. I think part of the reason things got out of whack was so many years not in balance. That my parents and the estate and everything took such heavy, heavy precedence. Plus, it was such a difficult journey. I did not take any time off. I did not even take, not any real time. Look, let's get real. When you're the mom and you quote unquote take time off, you're taking care of everybody else. And people don't see it as that way, but that is really what happens. And I'm not complaining. I'm just saying that's what it was. And again, I'm not complaining. I just recognized in my own life that was what I did. And it didn't take care of me, if that makes any sense. So now, as I'm finally finishing up with the partnership, we're almost through with the estate. We're getting ready to start tax season. I've taken on a business. Now, most people who are doing what I'm doing, they're on YouTube once a week at the most. They are working on their website. They're working on their products. They're working on they're teaching private classes, which I'm doing as well. They're really limiting their YouTube time. I don't want to give that up here with you guys because I love you guys. But I think the Monday through Friday schedule is the best thing. I didn't even film the junk journal video. I will probably work some on that tomorrow. I literally took off, this morning. I felt like I needed to. I felt like took off this morning. I didn't go to my Bible study because I can do that online. And I already do my Bible study twice. I do it with the ladies, and then I go back through it with my husband and daughter. Not to say that twice isn't good, twice is fantastic. But I also recognize too that I need time to focus on some things that I need to work on, if that makes any sense whatsoever. And then there's the personal side of it. Like, there are personal goals I would like to work on. And there are days I don't even have time to take a shower. I just get up, get dressed, hit the floor running, and that's that. And granted, I'm not going anywhere, but, hey, let's get real, it can be a scary sight. But I recognize this in myself, and I recognize I'm shorting myself, I'm shorting my family, I'm shorting my husband, I'm shorting you guys. I'm not doing everything to the best as of unto the Lord. So, all that being said, the Monday through Friday schedule will stick. The DEK on Sunday will stick, but I will do that on Friday. I will only do one day of junk journaling, and if I need to, I will edit it down. And I watched an editing video last night. I don't know if that's what is going to be the end all video. I'll probably watch like 10 more, but it was a start, and I was so thankful for that. And it was just a YouTube editing video, and it was basic how to use YouTube Edit. And I think it was really of value. I don't in any way think I have it down at all. And I will have a video that, one that I probably put up videoed and I didn't use. And there's a lot of those. Just so you know, people who shoot videos for YouTube, unless they're going live, a lot of times you shoot videos and they never make it to the light of day. That's a very kind of common thing to have happen. And, there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you just kind of get there and go, not happy with that. Don't think I want to use it, that kind of a thing. So, So that being said, I will get back with you guys on as I get closer to working on all of this, and I will come back again in the next couple of weeks and say, okay, here's how it's going to wash out, because we even have Bible journaling camp the last week of the month, and I don't want to miss anything there. I mean, at all. So, I just want you guys to know that I love you guys. I have not taken this lightly. I have prayed heavily about what should I do, what should I not do, that kind of a thing. And then I've just had to kind of let myself have a little bit of grace. And I hope you guys will have that grace with me, for me. I would really appreciate it. I'm putting my top 3 important things for the week here. So, but anyway, so I'm totally fine. We're all good. There's nothing wrong. We are much better than where we were last month, no doubt. Am I 100% there yet? Absolutely not. I am just trying to figure it all out, And I thank you guys for your patience, because I surely never meant for this to happen. This was never my intent. My intent was never to be, to not be following through and doing what I said I was going to do. I know that you guys have seen probably a lot of that here on this channel, and I'm sorry. I just feel like right now that there were just a lot of things that just went through the cracks. That's just where I'm going to leave it. Nothing more, nothing less, just that it happened. And I am super happy to still be here. I am super happy to be with you guys. And I'm super happy to kind of have a moving forward place. So I also didn't know I was going to make the design team for DEK. That's another thing. And I'm not in any way blaming that. That's just fantastic. It was just, I had to rethink my process, my schedule, that kind of a thing. So I kind of want that one on there, but I don't know where I'm going to put it. I think I'll go back over here. Let's see what we've got over here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this over here. So I figured between the two, I would get all this used. I figured somehow we'd get it all used. We'll see. All right. So, but I hope you guys aren't disappointed, and I hope you guys understand it is not without a lot of prayer and thought in this, and me trying to really understand what I need to be doing. Number one, I have to get a shop up, and number two, we're trying to renovate a whole bunch of stuff. My husband spent this weekend with my daughter, and they painted the interior of the storage container that we just bought to put on the property. And yes, my husband's getting one too for all of his stuff. So it's not just a me thing, which people seem to really quick to love to say that, and it's not. He's also getting a storage container. He has 2 barns. 2 barns and a garage. Now, granted, our son has filled up the garage and part of one of the barns. And one of the barns isn't huge. I will tell you that right now. It was a llama and then eventually became a goat barn. But our son does have a little bit in there, but my husband has a majority of his stuff in there too. And then, he's going to get one, and then we will build a, like I shared this weekend, it'll run like this, and then we'll put a cover over it, and this will be he wants to pave it with cement. He just told me that last night, and which he hadn't said before. And then he wants to buy a car lift because he likes working on cars. So that's totally fine with me. I think it's a great thing. I think it's a great use of his time. I think it's a great use of his energy and all that. So, and a great use of our space. And then after we finish that, because, hold on, I'll show you how this lays out. So we have where we're going to put the different, so here's the storage container now. Here's where the other storage container will go. And then this will be empty. Then we have my cottage, his office, with a little bitty bridge and then a ramp. And so what we're going to, ramp coming down here. And then what we're going to do is build a deck out to here. and then with steps going down into that cemented area. And the idea for the deck is that'll be between our two buildings. And already for our anniversary, I got us these little darling wooden, they're like a little table that folds up, and a little two chairs, and I have a cover for them from when we're not using them. I'm going to have him stain them just to be sure they're okay. And then I have two chairs that are wire or metal, and then they have wood slats on them. And I thought those are really pretty. Nothing major, all from Walmart. And so we have to get all those built and all the wood stained. And he has a paint sprayer, which he loves paint spraying, so it works out really good. That's why he's able to paint so much so quickly. And then, I have a, so we have to get that built. And then we have to renovate the mini house. Then we've got to get our son to get his stuff out of the garage and one of the barns and out of one of the fields at pastures. And I mean, it's a long list. So I'm going to put that there because that's our anniversary. And I think it deserves flowers, not just a kissy. So there's that. And then here is a pen. So usually I do a lot of the planning here on, usually on Mondays, but I think I'm just going to put it here on Mondays for now. But so, we have a lot of different plans for what we want to get done. We're just not always there yet. And I think that's something that we're seeing in ourselves, that we're trying. We're trying. Plus we have all this to pack out and move that's in the house. And so I told my husband this morning, I said, if we do not get XYZ done, then I will move nothing until we get it done. And he kind of looked at me and I said, I'm sorry. It seems silly to move anything until we get XYZ done. And I think he understood what I mean. I wasn't trying to be mean. I will not pack or move anything until he gets all the shelves put in to the container. So in the storage container, there's doors down here and you just walk in. So he painted everything like white with a little bit of blue tint, so it kind of has a really nice feel. And he's going to put in these vents with fans that are temperature, they're thermostatically censored, and so then it'll be electrically wired, and he'll do all of that. And then what he'll do with those is he'll run air through it so nothing will get too hot. Once we build the cover over it, it'll be a metal roof. It will probably help deflect, but he also has to paint the exterior of the container. It's that ugly orange rust color, it's a paint, and he will spray paint that probably white to deflect as much heat as possible. We live in Texas, friends. It's hot here. I mean, it's just what it is. It's never gonna go away. It's just gonna be hot. So anyways,